Hey everybody, welcome to our basic intro to builders class. I wanted to take an opportunity to kind of just share with you what that looks like. So as a lot of us are at home, we might be worried about our finances and maybe looking for other opportunities. Or maybe you're like many who are like, the money isn't a big thing for me, but if I can help someone, I would definitely like to learn more about how I can help others in my community with their health and wellness. So this class is going to be very, very general, just covering the basics. If this is an interest for you, then I would encourage reaching out to us or just stay tuned because we'll be doing this every Saturday morning as far as learning more about the business. Although, since we're all stuck at home, if there is an interest in speeding up the process, I'll show you a link at the end of this class where you can sign up and start listening to some daily mentor calls that will really help in understanding more about how you share the oils and things like that. It is an amazing series of calls, and I highly encourage checking them out. So typically at a business class, the three types of people that end up coming to a class are one, like a user, someone who just wants to learn about the product, use the product for their family, but then through that, they think of people around their area that might want to learn about the oils. And so then they end up sharing the oils with them and helping them get started with an account with doTERRA. And then through that, they end up earning enough income to pay for their oils, which is such an awesome thing, especially, when as you start using more and more of the product, you're starting to notice that you're using more throughout the month. So to be able to get your products paid for alleviates that stress in picking and choosing what you can get for your family that month. So I am always very thankful about doTERRA's generous program that helps you get to this place. Then if you're on this call and you're like, oh, I can do what Erin's doing, like she's just talking about the oils, she's teaching people how to get started. We call you builders. And so if you're interested, again, in doing what I'm doing, I'm just following these daily mentor calls that I mentioned on the at the beginning of this, class. So it's not hard. A lot of it is fear that holds us back. And as scared as I am of doing online Zoom classes, it's one of those things where you just lean into the fear and you're like, what do I have to lose? I'm just going to teach what I know and share what I know. So I would encourage either one of you, if you just want to use the oils and just help people in your community by sharing the oils, or if you're interested in actually, supplementing your income or replacing your income, definitely reach out to us. We would love to coach you and guide you through that process. So as my children get up this morning, I'm sorry, I probably should have sat in the office, but good morning, Julie. So anyway, I want to share my slide and tell you a story quick that's in one of our guides that doTERRA offers. It's called the Build Guide. And it says, are you ready for financial freedom? So I'm just going to read this and you can follow along as we read. There was a man who hauled buckets of water for a living. Every day he hauled water from the nearest source to his village miles away. If he wanted to make more money, he would simply work longer hauling buckets. After many years, he grew weary of hauling buckets. The inspiration came if he used his spare time to build a pipeline. Eventually, he could be free of hauling buckets, so he labored diligently for a few years to build his pipeline. The day he turned on the spigot, everything changed. He successfully created an unlimited supply of water and improved lifestyle for the villagers and himself, resulting in an abundant financial pipeline. So many people spend their lives trading hours for dollars and lack fulfillment or sense of purpose. With doTERRA, anyone can choose to create time, energy, and financial freedom through building a lasting residual income pipeline. And so if there's one thing that I love about doTERRA when I got started, even though I've been using the oils for 6 years, I've only been doing the business for about 5. And I kind of just stumbled into the business accidentally, I guess. I guess I don't know another way to kind of share that. But I had a friend come up to me and ask me if she could get an oil. And I said, well, I don't know how that works. So let me ask my upline how that's, how can you get oils? Do I sell them to you? Do you get an account like I got? How does that work? So she shared with me the promotion that was going on that month, which was a really awesome promotion. And she's like, oh, sure, we can pick out some other oils and I'll add it to my order. And then we got her signed up just like I was signed up. And through that, I earned a commission. And I was like, well, that was really easy. I've done other, multi-level marketing businesses before. And that was really easy. And I made a little bit of money. Like it helped pay for an oil that I wanted. So anyway, by the end of that first month, I had 5 people that had signed up just because I was like, hey, did you know that you could do this? Like get your own accounts and things like that. And then it quickly spiraled from there, just as I kept sharing with my friends and family, because they noticed over the last year that we were using these oils, and the kids seemed to be doing really good with them, and we were doing really good with them, and I was excited to share them. So it didn't take long until I hit another rank and then another rank. And then I kind of hit a roadblock where I had to start learning about how to, do the business and things like that. So I was so grateful for our upline support as they guided and coached me into structure and different things like that. So that's kind of how I got started in doTERRA. I didn't really go at it from a business perspective. I just went into it sharing the oils with others because to me that was more important. Just helping people with their health and wellness, their emotional well-being. And through that, I collect an income. And it has been such a blessing here on the farm. As we all know, the farming industry goes up and down all the time. And especially now we don't know what's going to happen within the farming industry. I'm just grateful and thankful for this opportunity to have shared doTERRA these past 5 years, to have created this income to where at least I know we can put food on the table. If it comes down to that. So anyway, I would also like to ask Jennifer Sharon, who hopped on the call this morning, to kind of share how she got started with doTERRA.
Good morning, everybody.
So welcome.
Hi. So for me, I started when I believe I had my first class with Erin, and I only expected to be a sharer. I wasn't really interested in the business, but at that class, there was so much enthusiasm, and I had 100% enrollment, and Erin asked me if I just, would want to upgrade my account so I could have my family and friends start under me, as far as I could continue to help people learn about the oils and share the oils. And I didn't feel a lot of pressure at all as far as having to go full blast into things, which was kind of nice. But I went, little by little, and I'm in the healthcare field already, so I felt like the two went hand in hand with each other. And I help people every day at work being preventative. So this was kind of a nice way to bring the oils in, because every aspect of it I feel is preventative also. And why not help other people? So at this point, my team has grown quite a bit recently, which is exciting. And Erin is such a good leader. She will help through anything. We talk pretty much on a daily basis. So don't be afraid. It's easy. We start slow. If you want to start fast, you can. But it's actually a lot of fun, and we have a great tribe. We all communicate really well together. So as of now, I think I'm at about we've helped about 60 families on my team, so that's exciting. So hope to help more.
That's awesome. And I'm glad the little tidbits that you threw in there, like you didn't feel pressured, you didn't, you just enjoyed helping families. And I agree. Like if we can teach people about preventative healthcare instead of waiting until there's a concern or a health issue, it takes so much more product and time to work on something once something has already started versus being preventative and trying to, well, that even in the dental industry, like if people would brush their teeth twice a day and floss their teeth, there would be so much that they could avoid down the road. So I'm gonna also share my screen again. And I wanted to just kind of give you guys a little bit about doTERRA as a company before we close out our chat here. So why partnering with doTERRA? So if you don't know a lot about doTERRA, I just kind of want to fill you in on a few details. So doTERRA has grown to be the largest essential oil company in the world, and it is through their commitment and their desire to have the highest quality essential oil on the market. And it's through their testing that they've been able to accomplish this, and through their co-impact sourcing. So for those of you that didn't know this, like doTERRA doesn't buy on the open market as far as their essential oils. They partner with different growers around the world wherever these plants grow naturally. And then doTERRA support, buys from them, supports them. But what I also love about doTERRA is they have another part of the company called the Healing Hands Foundation. And through the Healing Hands Foundation, they also turn around and they support these growers. So if they need medical care, if they need hospitals or schools, or even as simple as running water, through the Healing Hands Foundation, doTERRA then comes around and supports the growers in what do they need to help them live better quality lives. And so I just love watching the stories that doTERRA puts out about the Healing Hands Foundation. There's actually a whole separate website if you want to look into that. That you can donate to the Healing Hands Foundation every month when you place your loyalty rewards order if you'd like. There's different hygiene kits that you can actually pay for, and they ship them out to people that are going through natural disasters and things like that. So the Healing Hands Foundation is just an amazing foundation that doTERRA uses. But also doTERRA has one of the highest retention rates as far as a company. And I think, again, that speaks volumes to the product that they offer. So about 65 to 70% of the people that start with doTERRA stay with doTERRA. Whereas in compared to some companies, it's 10 to 15% of the people reorder. So when it comes to this type of a business and partnering with doTERRA and what they're offering, I don't think, there's just such an amazing retention rate here. So I just love that. And I also love that doTERRA promotes from a product perspective. So when people partner with doTERRA, it's because of the product, and then it kind of leans or grows into the business. Whereas there are a lot of companies out there that might start with a business model, like join my team, you can make X amount of dollars, and then you have to start learning about the product and trying to promote the product. So sharing doTERRA has just been so easy as far as product led. So you give some samples out, people try them, you teach them about how to use them, and they fall in love with them just like you have. So that's just a little bit that I wanted to share about the business part of doTERRA. They're a debt-free company. They've been in business, I believe, 11 years, or is it going to be 12 years this April? So just the growth of this company has been amazing. And if you would like to actually go through this build guide that I'm showing you, you can actually find it on doTERRA.com. It's just called a business overview if you want to go through that a little bit more. The training that I was talking about is by Elise Sedaviv. So just Google ALLYSESEDIVY.com. You can set up an account, and then when you log in, it looks like this. So you'll watch this introduction video, and then if you want to listen to her daily mentor calls, you can just scroll through and listen to the calls. She has a bunch of them, and she has such a drawing voice to me. Like, very relaxing, very great to listen to. So I would encourage you to check out her daily mentor calls if you're interested in just kind of listening and learning along the way. Otherwise, feel free to join us next Saturday morning as we step one more step into the business as far as how do you earn an income with doTERRA, and what does that look like? So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing your story, and the rest of you that hopped on the call today. And I look forward to chatting with you guys throughout the week, and let us know if we can support you in any way. And have a great day.